Hello everyone, welcome to Friday. We've made it to the end of the week, which I think is fantastic. Everyone's done such a great job this week. I hope you're feeling really proud of yourselves. So we'll start with our reading activity. And normally what I would do in the classroom if we were there is start with the date. So we'll do that now. So today is Friday 17th of April, or the 17th of the 4th, 2020. And mums and dads, every morning I tend to talk just for a minute or two about the date, and that helps children learn about days of the week and the months of the year. And it's just a really simple thing you can do every day, and by the time you get to the end of the year, they've learnt it without even realising. So sometimes I say, well, if today was Friday, what was the day before? And that's right, the day before was Thursday. And if today's Friday, what does that mean tomorrow will be? Well, tomorrow will be Saturday, the first day of the weekend. And just things like that. I might talk about the month of the year. I'd say, well, why do we have the 4th here? Well, that's because April is the 4th month of the year. January, February, March, April. And just by talking about it a little bit every day, they pick up that knowledge. So today for our reading lesson, I'm going to read you a story, and then what we're going to do as the activity is to practice retelling the story. So I've got our learning intention, which is I can retell the story, and that's one of the cafe strategies that we've worked on a lot in term 1, and so all the students should be familiar with how to retell the story. And the story we're looking at is a classic, and it's called The Tiger Who Came to Tea, and it was written and illustrated by Judith Kerr. Once there was a little girl called Sophie, and she was having tea with her mummy in the kitchen. Suddenly there was a ring at the door. Sophie's mummy said, "I wonder who that can be. It can't be the milkman because he came this morning. And it can't be the boy from the grocer because this isn't the day that he comes. And it can't be Daddy because he's got his key. We'd better open the door and see." Sophie opened the door and there was a big, furry, stripy tiger. And the tiger said, "Excuse me, but I'm very hungry. Do you think I could have tea with you?" Sophie's mummy said, "Of course, come in." So the tiger came into the kitchen and sat down at the table. Imagine that, a tiger turning up to your house. Sophie's mummy said, "Would you like a sandwich?" But the tiger didn't take just one sandwich. He took all the sandwiches on the plate and swallowed them in one big mouthful. And he still looked hungry, so Sophie passed him the buns. There she is, passing Tiger the buns. But again, the tiger didn't just eat one bun, he ate all the buns on the dish, and then he ate all the biscuits and all the cake until there was nothing left to eat on the table. So Sophie's mummy said, "Would you like a drink?" And the tiger drank all the milk in the milk jug and all the tea in the teapot. And then he looked around the kitchen to see what else he could find. Sophie's giving him a little hug there. He ate all the supper that was cooking in the saucepan and all the food in the fridge, and all the packets and tins in the cupboard. Oh dear. And he drank all the milk and all the orange juice and all Daddy's beer and all the water in the tap. He must have been very hungry. And then he said, "Thank you for my nice tea. I think I'd better go now." And he went. Sophie's mummy said, "I don't know what to do. I've got nothing for Daddy's supper. The tiger has eaten it all." and Sophie found she couldn't have her bath because the tiger had drunk all the water in the tap. Just then, Sophie's daddy came home. There he is. I wonder what Dad's going to say. So Sophie and her mummy told him what had happened and how the tiger had eaten all the food and drunk all the drink. And Sophie's daddy said, I know what we'll do. I've got a very good idea. We'll put on our coats and go to a cafe. So they went out in the dark and all the street lamps were lit and all the cars had their lights on. They walked down the road to a cafe. And they had a lovely supper with sausages and chips and ice cream. In the morning, Sophie and her mummy went shopping and they bought lots more things to eat. They also bought a very big tin of tiger food in case the tiger should come to tea again. But he never did. And we can see in the tiger's trumpet, coming out of his trumpet, it says, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. What a strange story. Imagine that if a tiger rocked up at your house and ate all the food and drank all the drink in your house. What a strange thing to happen. Now what we're going to do for our activities, we're going to practice our strategy, our learning intention, which was I can retell the story. And I would love it if children could do 3 drawings showing the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. And all they need to do is draw a picture in each, so something that happened in the beginning of the story, something that happened in the middle, and something that happened at the end. And then if they could just add a sentence or 2 letting us know what happened. And that's something that you can practice with your children as well. Whenever they've read a book or you've read a story to them, or even if they've watched a film, if they can just verbally retell what happened in the story, if they can say in the beginning this happened and then in the middle and then at the end this happened, that's a really great skill and it shows that they are understanding what they've read and what they've viewed. So that's another thing that you can practice just as you're going about your day. All right, well, I can't wait to see all your responses to this uploaded. I'm sure they'll be wonderful. Bye guys.